my Vonettes, get you a drink and kick your feet up. This is Operation Drill, and you know we about to heat up. I got these tubers hot with me because they know I beat that case up. You play with me, it's Operation Face Up. Somebody pick their face up, and then we beat the case up. You know I will make their team watch like Audemars and Jacob. That boy will never wake up. That boy will never wake up. You know I'm trying to cake up. You know I'm trying to cake up.
12, 15. Yeah, it was 12, 15. Exactly. You see something? You see now? You fucked up, man. I feel her. No, I felt that's what you're saying. You fucked up now. You know that. Yeah.
If he hasn't killed someone, I'm sure he's rode on a few hits or at least sent shots.
Catch you on Indiana. Hey man, shout out my Vaughn. Shout out my Vaughnettes, man. Shout out everybody in the building, you heard me. Everybody that's gonna come past this video, would you please hit that subscribe button for me, because y'all know that we are the best and you should definitely know the rest. Now you guys check this out. When I don't be dropping a lot of videos back to back like I usually do, you know, I have spurts when I drop a lot of videos, and then I have spurts when I just do a couple here, a couple there, like one a day and stuff like that. That be because I be trying to let my channel unwind, because they be trying to tangle my channel up so much. So I just be letting it unwind for a minute. You see what I'm saying? So don't ever think that I will ever abandon you guys. You see what I'm saying? I just be letting it unwind for a minute. And that's why I always like to leave y'all a banger up there. You see what I'm saying? So y'all can run through the banger and get some more insight on things and see how I really work, and have you guys be wanting to crave for more of this work that I be putting out like that. You see what I'm saying? But basically, you guys, it's just because I be trying to untangle my channel. You know, leave it up to me. I'll do 15 videos a day, and they know I will, and this is why they be trying to tangle my channel up so much, because no one can mess with me. See, they can't mess with me, and they be mad because they got to go over there and do all those long lives, and then they up there just talking about nothing, and that's why they need 50,000 people up there with them, and people to say this and say that, so they can just keep having conversation. Me, myself, personally, I just get up here and just do it. You see what I'm saying? No editing, no nothing. You see how many times I be making mistakes in here, saying the wrong thing about videos and stuff like that, because I'm not scripted. You see what I'm saying? I'm not scripted. Ain't nothing about me scripted. So it's always like I tell y'all don't pay for success. Pay attention, you guys. Now today, you guys, I got some more videos coming, some bangers coming today, but check this out. I definitely have another little Marc video that's going to be dropping today. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be the little Marc video along with another video. It's going to be a 2-in-1. But check this out, you guys. Little Marc. Reason why I got Little Marc up there today, y'all, right now, because Little Marc was a major problem for Little Durk. He was a major problem. And when I say major problem for Little Durk, I'm not saying like a shooter or nothing like that. See, I'm not saying like a problem as streetwise because we already that's nothing to be talked about. Everybody know how people get down and all that stuff. But when I'm saying that he was a threat to Little Durk was far as the industry in music, you see what I'm saying? Because Lil Mark was a problem. And the reason why I say it was a problem because if you really look at it, y'all, this is why I say they be like kind of making people like Durk bars isn't no more better than Little Mark's. His bars isn't no more better than a lot of more other shorties in the rack. It's actually a lot of people out there that got bars better than Durk. So a lot of people will wonder like, well, why these people ain't on? You see what I'm saying? When you hear underground rappers and things like that, because it's just like I say, Durk was picked for that spot, and Durk is doing what those people tell him to do. And it's a lot of people that's not gonna go with that program. You feel me? And they're gonna make sure that they always keep the door open for Durk and keep the path clear for Durk. And what I'm saying, and this is why I told y'all that they did that little Mark here, because this was another reason why Mark had to get out of the way. It wasn't all just because of the little gang war and starting the war and all that. You know, that played a major part of it too. But a major part was that Lil Mark was had talent. You see what I'm saying? He was a rapper and he had talent. And another major part was he was an op of Durk's. So the more Durk goes up is the more Little Mark them goes up. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody the millions and billions of people that's gonna look at Durk is always gonna go look at his ops and who he's into it with. And that's another big reason why Durk was took out the box too. You see what I'm saying? And Von too. You see what I'm saying? Anybody in Durk's path is gonna get took out the box because Durk works for the elites, and they want his music to trend. See, we can't have Lil Mark out here, Von out here, Duck out here, and everything, because now it ain't no order. When I say order, I mean like all the money is scattered everywhere. Duck ain't with what Durk is with. Von wasn't with the society Durk was with. Lil Mark ain't with the society Durk with. So that's a lot of the elites' money getting spread it out through the city. Now Lil Mark can feed his family. Duck can feed his family. Von can feed his family. You see what I'm saying? And everybody ain't gonna get with that program. You see that them people want them to get when they know a lot of these people ain't. So that gives us as the people more power. You see what I'm saying? And when I say power, I mean as opening doors, a lot of more doors in the industry to where we get to owning things in the industry and stuff like that. But they're only going to block them paths. And this is why they be needing a number one puppets at the top that's going to abide by everything they tell them and do what they do. So people like Little Mark and them has to get out the way. You see what I'm saying? They have to get out the way because they want Durk to be the number one. See, now, guess what? How big Durk's career is now? Lil Mark's career will be super big too right now. Lil Mark's career will be up there. Lil Mark will be making millions of dollars right now. You feel what I'm saying? All because he had talent and because he was Durk's op and he was from 051. See, this is why they keep it separated to only certain people get the money in Illinois, in Chicago. You see, and they're going to keep that money right over there in that circle. They ain't going to let this money get over in 051 circle. They ain't going to let this money get over here, over there. Same thing with Driller. You see what I'm saying? They blackball Driller. They blackball Driller out the industry. They ain't going to let Driller in the industry because Durk's in the industry. See, they blackball Driller. They all get these calls from labels and things like this, but the labels ain't trying to do nothing but screw them and get them in a deal too. They can't put music out or do nothing. And then Durk moves music just keep going and keep flourishing. You feel me? Because they can't have these type of boys with no deal. This is why people is not getting deals. You feel me? Now look, prime example to another example. NBA Youngboy is one of their puppets, right? And this is why G Money was took out the box. This is one of the main reasons why G Money had to go down, because he's in the way of these people money. Because NBA Youngboy was a mega superstar. The more NBA Youngboy career go up, the more G Money career go up. And G Money got it from the mud. You feel what I'm saying? G Money was still out there scratching and getting money and doing what he had to do when NBA Youngboy had that big deal. But guess what? G Money had just as much juice as NBA Youngboy, if not more. You feel what I'm saying? Because he was still out there with the streets, touching the streets, around the streets, NBA Youngboy everywhere around Paris and this and that, this and that. And basically G Money was out there feeding the streets, whether it was with his music, culture, or whatever he was out there doing. But he was more entwined in the streets, and people are gonna be more familiar with you and rock with you more when you right there in the hood. You see what I'm saying? If you right there in the hood, it don't matter. If you right there in the hood and you one of them dudes, and you even if you just out there just get a few dollars to the kids, do something for people who are bam, like your every normal everyday thing. Just like if you was out there peddling drugs in the street, you see what I'm saying? You're looked at in a certain type of way because they have reach to you. You see what I'm saying? They have reach to you, so they can feel like they got hope. You feel me? And like this is why I say people like Lil Marc, Von, Durk, and all there was hope for the shorties. You feel me? But they can't have them here with Durk here because Durk is the top dude for Chicago, for the elites. And it's basically like gatekeeping. You see what I'm saying? If Durk don't stamp you, you ain't getting up. If Durk don't stamp you, you ain't getting up. And you see only other people who get stamped out of the rack is like people who's not in Durk league. Basically, when I say not in this league, they have a different type of music or something, or a different type of style that wouldn't mess with Durk's money. You see what I'm saying? Because Durk's money is the elite's money. You feel me? And this is the only way you're gonna get up. This is the only way you're coming up in the rack because Durk is the gatekeeper of the rack. You feel me? Because guess what, y'all? Little Marc was gonna be a problem for Durk. You feel me? He was going to be a problem. It's not just Lil Marc. It's a lot of more rappers. And I'm going to do some videos on those rappers as well. But Little Marc was going to be a major problem for Little Durk. Guess what? Little Marc would have had more juice than Duck, than Wooski, than a lot of the O Block members, and a lot of people. Listen here, Lil Marc probably would have had almost just as much juice as Durk, Lil Reese, and all them had. See, Marc would have surpassed all these other little rappers out here, like these new O Block rappers and all that. Marc would have been up there on the level with with Von. You know why I say Marc would have been on the level with Von? Is because the type of person Marc was. He's from 051. These is Durk and them top ops. You see what I'm saying? So guess what? A lot of the people was going to like, when Durk got these top ops out here and stuff like that, he can't stop people from like other people from other states and all that stuff coming and bring their ops down there and doing shows with them. See, the people gonna put them up anyway because they Durk them ops. You feel me? So more Durk them career go up is the more their career gonna go. And Marc would have been the top dude out right now. See, because he wasn't lacking on nothing. Marc had bars. Marc really had bars. And then his crew was really, his 051 is really them boys. You see what I'm saying? So Marc would have been up there, just right up there with Durk. And I'm going to tell you somebody else who would have been up there with Durk that was a major problem. People like Cutthroat Von. You got to understand, Cutthroat Von would have been right up there with them. You feel me? Cutthroat Von would have had the same amount of juice that King Von had in the rap game because he was the real deal. He wasn't talking no cap, and the much as G Herbo them went up, the much as Von was gonna go up. You see what I'm saying? This is why Cutthroat Von was really took out the box. You feel me? I got a Cutthroat Von coming. Y'all gotta understand this here, man. This is what y'all gotta understand. Now, matter of fact, I'm not gonna say that because that's a big part of my Cutthroat Von video. So I'm not gonna spoil that right now, y'all. But check it out. Listen, Cutthroat Von had to get out the way because he was gonna be a problem. Listen here. Just pay attention. Why you think Shooty Shells had to get out the way? A problem. Cutthroat Dre, he can't rap. Still was gonna be a problem. You see what I'm saying? Cutthroat Dre he ain't had no hell of a bars. But guess what? You gotta understand this here. Driller didn't have hell of a bars when he got in the game. But guess what? As he keep doing it, he progressed. Now Driller colder than a lot of people who said Driller didn't have bars. You know what I'm saying? Like Lil Timo was saying Driller ain't had bars. Him and Timo was blood cousins. And Driller was, and when Timo got on with OTF, this is the only reason why Durk put Timo on. Only reason why he put Timo on because he signed Timo is because of Driller. Because Driller was blowing up at the time and Driller had labels and stuff calling for him. You know, Durk Hand is in the mix of Driller getting blackballed. Come on, man, Driller was the hottest thing out. Like, he ain't had no cap, no bap in his rap. You feel me? So they got to get out the way. You feel me? And Driller real smooth with it. They can't, Driller be on his P's and Q's. So what they going to do to Driller is blackball his music because they know Driller move in a certain type of way. And Durk ain't got to be there specifically, him blackballing it, but they just going to make sure that Driller music don't get in certain places. And a lot of people that deal with Durk just going I'm going to shut the door on Driller. You feel what I'm saying? And any one of these labels that try to get him and all that stuff like that, what they're gonna do is just try to get Driller and one of them 051 boys, even Kiddo. They're gonna try to get them in a deal to where to get them into deal where it's a screwed up deal, and they can't put music out, so they can't get on Durk level. See, Kiddo will jump on Durk level quick because people gonna keep watching Kiddo because they know that's Durk their Bobs. See, the more Durk career blow up is the more they career blow up, and this is what people don't know. But the people in the industry definitely know that, and they don't want them getting that free money like that. You see what I'm saying? If Kiddo ain't talking about playing, how don't people play? They're going to end their career. Basically, they're going to blackball them, or they're going to put a play together and try to wipe Kiddo nose. You see what I'm saying? Or get Kiddo wiped out down there, going to California or something, because Kiddo and them got to know it's a lot of plays be going on. But, Kiddo got some good people around him that's been out here and already, and they know how things go. So they watching Kiddo and they keeping Kiddo straight. Now, if Kiddo was just out here blind and they had nobody, didn't know nothing about it, they would have definitely drilled him out. And it would have came from the industry. I ain't talking about like the guys and no BD stuff like that. It's going to come from the industry, because you got to understand, Kiddo now can get the same juice that Kiddo can get all the juice that Lil Marc, Fats, Melly, they deceased members. Kiddo get all the juicy from 051. Everybody know when you say Chicago, if you ain't saying the BDs or O Block or STL or something like that, you yelling 051. Like it's like anybody from 051 gonna get on, especially if they have talent. You feel me? If they have talent, it's just because they set stamped them. You see, they set stamped them, and the people they in tour with it, they ops, they stamped. You feel me? So the money is always gonna continue to roll in. That's why I like how Driller play it, how he play it. Driller just be like independent on some play it, how he play it, and still get his money. I don't know too much about his inside business with his far as with industry and stuff. But as far as I can see, I think he's still probably independent, and he just play it like that, and he know how to get his money and just move around like that and make sure they just enjoy life and do what they got to do. Because you got to understand, 051 has no guys in the industry. Y'all listen, they have no guys in the music industry, y'all, right? That and y'all already know all the rappers the few rappers they didn't hear. They ain't had a lot of them, but the few rappers they didn't hear. But listen, they have no one in the music industry. But guess what? How many 051 members has Drill and them bonded out between Driller, Remy, and all the guys doing what they doing on 05? How many other guys that they had bonded out? All them guys was on $1 million bond. G Arrow was on $1 million bond. Pre-Boy was on $1 million bond. No matter how long they sat in there, them boys came up with that money and got them out. You see what I'm saying? And guess what? They ain't need the industry. You feel me? They ain't need the industry, because check this out. Now, how many of them boys you see in the industry that got that bag, and then they man's getting locked up for bodies and stuff like that, and they can't get them out? You see what I'm saying? Durk was full-fledged in industry before he even went and got Diddy up out of there. You feel me? For that 90 bands. Bezouk bomb was only 75,000. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that ain't no diss to Durk or nobody like that, like or them boys like that. But it's just saying, like, because it's a lot of platinum rappers out there didn't get people out the joint, or they had to sit in there for them bodies, had to sit down for them bodies. NBA Youngboy had buddies in there for the bodies. So what I'm saying is this here: just because you stamped in the industry and it look good like that and all that, you got to respect the ones that's out here in the street that's stomping down, getting in front of the mud for real. You see what I'm saying? And that's why. That's why I never if I get into it with somebody with me and somebody has some words and things like that, that's why I never play that money role with them. You see what I'm saying? I don't play the money role with people. I just play the gangster role with you. Like, it ain't about money or none of that. So I ain't got to be talking about, yeah, you broke and I got this. I ain't got to be talking about none of that. Because if you out of pocket, we don't got to talk about no money. We just going to keep it gangster. You see what I'm saying? If we're going to talk some real stuff, we're going to be talking about like trying to take you out the box and all that. So it ain't had no money to do with it. If money come up, and it's probably just be discussing some money to move you around or something, you feel me? But other than that, there ain't gonna be no money. See, and a lot of people like to play that money role. That's why Durk be getting up there trying to he be trying to play that money role, and he love to try to play that. Especially when he go on 59th to Princeton, when he do his little videos on my block and stuff like. He love to try to play it because he know ever since he knew me, I get money. But I don't got to get up here and do that because, like I told you, like that little money Durk got, that stuff ain't nothing. I know Doughboys got that. See what I'm saying? I done ran through 10 million in my life, 10, 20 million, probably more than that. It's not nothing. You see what I'm saying? It's not nothing. Like, we do this. Real talk. Like, it's not nothing. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I know street dudes who go spend 30, 40,000 on females' teeth and veneers and bags and all that stuff. You see what I'm saying? So it's not nothing. You feel me? See that industry money can't compare to the real money, man. It's supply and demand. You see what I'm saying? Supply and demand. And if you really know about these streets and you really know what's going on, it's the time now. It's the time now from what, after Thanksgiving all the way to it's the time now from Thanksgiving all the way to what, to Valentine's Day. This is when the real money gets. This is when the real money gets counted. This is when the real money check in from all the countries. You see what you talk about with the debt and industry money? That's not nothing. That's baby food. You see what I'm saying? This is when the real money come in, and only real people know what I'm talking about. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it's not nothing. But Marc was gonna be a major problem for little Durk. You feel me? Because Marc, listen, Marc would have been on Durk level right now. He would have been right up there with him. See, Durk is only on that level because they put him right there. Durk couldn't get to that level by himself. No, sir. Hey, y'all, I promise you, without the elites' help, Durk wouldn't even be where he at right now. See, the elites know what they was doing. They had to get Reese out the way, Chief Keef out the way. They got Chop out the way. You heard Chop say it. Chop say he went over there. This is why Chop stopped messing with him. Y'all, they called Chop over to Kanye house, and they drug Chop up. You heard Chop do the video. It said that Kanye and them drugged him up and tried to make him sign a contract. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Durk wouldn't be where he was, so they had to get all them out the way. They Keith out the way, blackballed him with the music, but Keith knew what was going on because they took Blood Money out. You know what I'm saying? This is why Keith left Interscope, because they took Blood Money out. Go down and look at my Blood Money video. I'll show it to you. I'll prove it to you. The A&R dude, them, they had Blood Money took out. They dropped Blood Money location. As soon as Blood Money got back, that's why they drew Blood Money out. The same one that shot K.I. And then they took K.I. down 3 days later after they were running around talking about she was the wild whack Blood Money. You see what I'm saying? Silenced up. You feel? See, you got to understand, when Marc dropped that No Competition, man, this is when Durk and Reese and all them was in their prime. Well, you know how many views that No Competition was? Everybody was looking at it because Durk knew they saw it. They already know who Durk and them biggest ops was, and Marc was the rapper. He was the face for 051. See, so they had to get Marc out the way. This is one of the main reasons why they got Marc out the way. And then it goes right along with the war thing. You see what I'm saying? It fit in exactly perfect with their whole thing. And this is why Marc had to get out the way. It's a lot of them they got to get out the way. Look, like I told you about the Reese and them thing, they cleared the way, everybody from Durk. Listen, let me give you another example. You remember when Cowboy dropped that hit? Now the crazy part about it, y'all know what I'm talking about. I can't get it right. I'm talking about. You know the one where Cowboy was going crazy when he said, "I'm gonna be in with it in my drawers, take a 10 up in the mall, on the back out." And he went crazy on that. But guess what? When I first heard that song, I thought it was Durk, and I know a lot of people thought that was Lil Durk. I thought it was Durk, y'all. Listen, I thought the song was Durk. So I was like, y'all, the song got the trending. This is what really blew 4-7 Cowboy up, right? It blew 4-7 Cowboy up. And Cowboy didn't even put the whole, it wasn't long. You see what I'm saying? The whole song, it wasn't long. It was like a little bit more than a snippet. Because I used to be like, man, Cowboy should have did that whole song. It's crazy, boy. That song was banging, right? So the song was trending real quick. And you see, it was trending so much, y'all. At first, everybody thought it was Durk, but it was trending so much that the song was taken from some of Durk's sales, right? And Durk didn't do it. Durk didn't do it. The elites knew it. They Cap knew it. You see, Cowboy got a deal, right? Cowboy got a deal. But see, Durk would jump right on the song instantly. Durk would jump on the song. I knew it too. I knew, man, Durk was on that song in 2 seconds because he had to go jump on it because the song, I'm telling you, man, I thought it was Durk when I first heard it, though. I thought it was Durk, you feel me? And then they were like, no, that's 4-7 Cowboy. I'm like, 4-7 Cowboy, that's it? Yeah. They was like, yeah, boom. So I'm checking it out because I had just heard it. I was hearing it on the radio a few times. I heard it somewhere, and I never thought it. I didn't know who it was at first. And then it was 4-7 Cowboy, but it sounded just like Durk. And they turned around. Durk jumped on that instantly because the song was trending so much. It was taken from Durk's sales. And this is what I be telling you about songs that go crazy, and they'll take from somebody else's sales, and they be clearing that out, man. Because listen, it's like the elites paying double. It's like the elites paying double for Durk, but then they lose out money. Or any one of them artists like NBA Youngboy, and they lose out money too, because if you got an op, that's basically like your clone. Much as money as Durk was getting, much as money as Lil Marc was gonna get. Much as money as you see Duck and Von. You see when Von got out, Von career went up. Who career went up too? Duck's, right? See, Duck career went right up too because Von, O Block, STL, they little warp, they career, Duck career was going right up with Von. They would eventually got bigger than Durk. Because you gotta understand, when Von was out, Von was taken from a lot of Durk's sales. They wasn't even yelling OTF no more. Everybody was yelling O Block. This was another reason why Von had to get out the way. Man, Von would have quadrupled Durk. He would have quadrupled him. Everybody would have stopped. Really, Von would have took over because Von was realer than Durk. You see, Von's story is truer than Durk's. You feel me? And even Duck would have kept going up the most. Von would have went up. Duck was gonna go up the most. Von would have went up. Duck was gonna go up. It's gonna keep going. You see what I'm saying? Because people like negativity, and if somebody interview this crew, they definitely gonna go interview the ops. If somebody rock with this crew and they listen to their music, all the people that listen to their music gonna go listen to the ops music, and the ops music gonna come back and listen to that music, and it's gonna be vice versa. And this is why they get them out the way. It was all for Durk. You see, it's the same thing with Meek Mills and ARAB. ARAB was a real problem. ARAB had to get out the way. He was a problem, and he was a street dude, and he wasn't with that. And what he was talking was real. And they needed Meek because Meek is with that prison reform stuff, and Meek is one of their puppets. You feel what I'm saying? Same thing with ARAB and Meek. Same thing with Rollo. You see what I'm saying? This is why they got Rollo out the way, because Rollo was stepping on Moneybagg Yo. When Moneybagg Yo was the hottest at the time, and they couldn't have that because Moneybagg Yo and CMG and Gotti them got some plays going down real soon with Dolph. You see, so they can't have this problem. Alleged drug dealer out here running up through this industry like he run it. Come on, he had more. Rollo was getting more juice than a rapper. Everybody was on Rollogram, and he wasn't even really a rapper. Everybody's on Rollogram. You see everybody be a Lil Pakistan. He had all of them over there, from Scooter to Future to everybody over there. Rollo over there making all the rappers look like baby food. You see what I'm saying? To the point as Rollo went and got a car. They tried to slow Rollo down off that gram so bad. When Rollo went about that Lamborghini Aventador, and Rollo posted that Aventador, Rollo posted up, I forgot what Rollo said, he paid like $450 for it or something like that. Man, he was shaking the internet. It did, because it was, I think the Aventador was chrome or something first. Or it was something. I think it was a chrome. I forgot what color the Aventador was, but Rollo bought it and painted it. But 50 Cent knew what Venador that was. He knew what Venador was, because I guess 50 looked, this, they probably was looking at the raw report. 50 probably seen it too online, looking at the Lambos like, oh yeah, that one. That's why I'm thinking, I think it was chrome at first before he painted the yellow. It was another color, because the color, so 50 seen it, was like, oh, that's that woo the band. So 50 tried to get on there and try to basically like sneak this Rollo, because Rollo posted on, just went and got the Venador, woo the band, and Rollo posted. I think he got it for like $450 or $500 or something. And then 50 gonna go do a live. 50 gonna do a little Instagram talking about something. No, he added a little money on that. They only wanted $350 for that or something like that. Man, it don't matter what they want it for. He can put on whatever he want to put on. You gotta understand, he would have got to paint it. Nigga, the kit on the things is $100,000. So at the end of the day, it don't matter. Guess what? You got your Lamborghini from the industry. He got his from the streets. It's a big difference. See, he really grind for his, dime for dime, man. Crumbs turned into bricks. You feel what I'm saying? And you bought your Lamborghini in the industry. You feel me? So at the end of the day, not to say 50 didn't have money before he got in the industry, because 50 did, but 50 got in the industry and 50 went over there and did what all those other dudes did. He signed his soul over. You see what I'm saying? And that's why 50 and them got rid of Jam Master Jay and got dude them framed for it and all that, because 50 was still in the deal with Jam Master Jay, and Interscope wouldn't have been able to get 50 if Jam Master Jay was still there. He was going to always be on 50's side. You see what I'm saying? And he was always going to be like, it fit their pocket. You see what I'm saying? Basically like that. Just like Chino with Durk. And that's why they got rid of Chino. And this is one of the main reasons why Lil Marc was took out the way, because he was a major problem for Little Durk. And anything that's a major problem for Little Durk, Durk Banks, they gonna get it out the way. You see what I'm saying? And this is why I be telling all the rappers, like the STL rappers and all y'all, if y'all ain't with the play, y'all ain't going nowhere. And this is why all that stuff, listen, you got all these rappers on FBG, you got Dutchy, you got Young, all them boys, they done watched all their mans get dropped and the whole nine, all the stuff. They should get rewarded with something. These boys should have some deals or something. But look, who run around getting the deals and run around getting interviews and stuff? FBG Buddy, the snitch. See, you ain't getting on if you're not with a program. And it's the whole thing I'm trying to say. Just pay attention. Shout out my Vaughn. Shout out my Vaughnettes. I will be back. Same bad time, same bad channel. And I'm out. You heard me?